Hello, friends. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to my messy studio. My cat's here. So it might be excuse me, it might be a mess. But, anyways, my name is Jane Vellante. Welcome to Jane Vellante Art. If you're seeing this, it's probably the replay. Please put hashtag replay in the comments. And I have a very ambitious project for tonight. It's very ambitious. So I'm going to kind of get started right away. I am pulling you up over here so I could read the comments a little bit easier, but do say hello. Now we got some people. Maureen and Lisa. Hi, you guys. You gals. Here I am. I got some gloss ink spray on my mini iPad here, so it's a little messy. It's a little messy over here. Really ambitious project tonight. I have this children's book. It's a vintage children's book. It's called Roundabout. Really super cute illustration inside, and I love kind of the bigger typeset here. So, anyways, sorry, I'm literally at like the tail end of the sinus infection, and I just got done with a cough drop and I'm still dying here. Hi, Sandy. Thanks for sprinkling. Hi, Debbie and Cynthia. Hey, Callie. Welcome. Thanks for sprinkling, Miss Maureen. Leah is watching on YouTube. Hello, hello. So I'm going to make a junk journal out of this. And I love making junk journals. The last big one I did turned out really cool. Let me turn this on. I'm going to quick show you because I have a very ambitious project. But my last one I did is this one. It has a really beautiful cover. This has encaustic medium. It's like molten wax that you paint with, if you don't know what that is. But it was a very ambitious junk journal. I got stuff everywhere throughout this book. And so this one I'm going to do a little bit different. See how that kind of flaps out. There's stuff in there. There's stuff here. This opens. It's so fun. Junk journals are so fun. But I'm going to use the pages in this and I'm going to build upon them. So I want to start the cover tonight. I got the coolest. These are the coolest things. You've got to check them out. Hey, Diane. You've been looking at junk journaling. That's so cool. Hi, Joyce. Hi, Tracy. Welcome. These are so cool. These are from Dina Wakely. It's called Type Ledgers. And it's these sheets that have all of these amazing lines on them. And so I thought, I think I'm going to build my junk journal around some of these lines. Like this one just says notes to self. When we stop fearing failure, we start being artists. Creativity is about making mistakes. Is there no way out of the mind? Oh, I love this one. Be messy and complicated and afraid and show up anyways. Isn't that the truth? That's what I do. You guys know I'm messy, right? So anyways, I think a junk journal is like a huge work in progress. It takes a long time. It takes what it takes, right, to get it done. I work on it when I can. I have books and journals all over the place. And some are done and some are not. So I have this cool frame that I found at my friend Jill from Upside Daisy. So she's actually on after me tonight. We went to this cool, and we've been there before. It's like a huge, almost like an estate sale clearance center, but there's antiques and a whole bunch of just cool stuff. And I got this frame. And this is what it looks like on the back. So I'm just going to shove something inside of here. So I thought I would use a piece of dictionary paper, just ripped from a dictionary. And I'm going to kind of layer this on top. So it's going to be a really dimensional thing. So Tim Holtz has a million. I love Tim Holtz. He's amazing. You have free time? I do. I have a lot of free time. Do I have this in my shop? I don't, Lisa. I will have an Amazon link though. I have listen, I got a lot of stuff in my shop, but I actually am a Ranger retailer, but Okay, I'm not sure what happened. Hang on one sec. Can you hear me now? It it gave me a thing that said you have no audio, so I have to come back and we'll have to just do dual screen. So don't mind this light above my head. So what I was saying is, let me just retract. I'm using decoupage medium. I do have this on my website, janebelanteart.com, and it's a thicker medium. This is a thicker paper. Also, this paper is very it's old and it's brittle, so it's super thirsty. So I needed to put something on here that this could kind of sink into. And now I'm just going to take it and I'm going to put it over the whole thing. And that's just going to put a nice, not only a top coat for the paper, right? Because I just said it was thirsty and it needs some protection, but now I can go and do whatever else I want on top of it. Hey, Kareen, makes you look angelic. Oh, yes. Yes, and dual screen. Sound, it's back. Hear you. Yay. Hello, Miss Lindy. Okay. Let me just take a low heat on this. I haven't, this project's ambitious. I'm hoping I get it done. We'll get kind of close, though. I think I want to add a little bit of color to this. And then I have some cool transfers, some new transfers that I just got in. They're on my website now, janebelanteart.com. And I'm just itching to use them. I am itching to use them. Now, I could have cut this paper out ahead of time, but that requires measuring. And measuring is not something I'm good at, so so I don't. What's going on with these edges? There must have been something on the book. It's kind of seeping through. And I'm going to get that edge later. I'm going to do all of this later. So just know this will be a completely finished book when it's done, but we're just getting it started right now. Looks so interesting. Hi from North Idaho. Hello from Tennessee. Doesn't make me look like an angel with the light shining on my head. Please explain what junk journaling is. Okay, I don't have a ton of time here, but this right here is a junk journal. And so it's called Metamorphosis. This actually tells a story, right? It starts with a little girl at the beginning. And this is just all little bits and pieces of things that reminded me of being a little girl, grounded and vulnerable and curious and silly, and Mary Poppins and toy trains and, you know, all the things. And then it sort of morphs into just sort of aging throughout the whole thing, right? She's a sweet spirit, and they're getting a little bit older here, you know, and they have new friends, and home is shelter. And then we've got sort of the teenage years, right? So this is really telling a story. This is sort of, you know, growing up, your kids leaving home, kind of the story of me, right? So you could do whatever you want in a junk journal. Most of the time they're themed. So if you wanted to do something that was all French, you could do something that's all French, right? So it's really, really up to you and what you want to create around. It's so much fun. I have a whole bunch of them. That's just the one I have next to me. If I have time, I'll show you another something later, but I got to work on this. So this is just a pink acrylic. This is also Dina Wakley. My squeeze top is stuck in the cap, so I have to mush it out. So sorry about that. You bet, Miss Sandy. Oh, thank you, Dolly. This one actually got published in the Turquoise Iris Journal. Got published in September, I think. I'm just spraying a little water on there because I don't want a ton of this. I just want a really, really light wash here. And I'm just going to put some color down. This is just watered down acrylic. I'm going to add a little bit more full strength. Trying to be quick about it, but I also want it just to be kind of random. Here's paper towel. I love using paper towel, can you tell, as a tool because generally, you know, it's got the cool little marks in it and you can blot it around and it leaves fun little marks. You can kind of see the name through here. I actually don't mind that. It's kind of cool. Let me try this. Hold on, that's kind of cool. Thanks, Debbie. Thank you so much, Janet. Do I carry stencils? I don't carry stencils. I am a retailer for Stencil Girl. I'm also on their design team. So I'll do like special orders for my art journaling club from them, but otherwise you can just go to stencilgirl.com. They have, honest to God, I mean, they're super supportive of artists. They have tons of artists that have created stencils for them, and I'm lucky enough to be on their design team, and so I love them so much. I think that might be good. Now I'm going to take a little matte medium and just cover this up and protecting my paint. If you go to Stencil Girl and you buy something, tell them I sent you. I don't get anything for it. I just love them. I love to promote them. I do get, you know, I do get some stuff for being on the creative team, like stencils, which I love. I do have a brand new class out. If you're looking to learn all about stenciling, it's got 20 different stenciling techniques, and it's not just taking a little sponge and sponging through a stencil. It's all kinds of cool stuff. That is on my website, janebelanteart.com. It's $37, and you get 20 videos. And they're all like bite-sized videos. Ah. All right, I'm going to put this to the side right now, but it's already kind of pretty, isn't it? I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Hey, Stephanie. So, hey, I see a bunch of people are on here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. If you are here, please do say hello. It does help my page immensely if you say hi. Not just like, not just watch. You gotta, if you say hi, it really helps me, and it's something I really appreciate. So, let's knock the barrette out of my hair. I want to mess around with this. I'm out of my Paint Pixie cream puff, which I wanted to cry because I really wanted to use that color. So, thank you, Miss Lisa. I did here. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the Paint Pixie Magical Chalk Paint in Saltwater Taffy. And I'm gonna play mixologist here, and I'm gonna add a little glazed donut to it and see if I can get close to the color I'm thinking about. When you are mixing paint, you never want to mix it with a brush because the brush is a brush, right? And all of the pigments get stuck inside of the brush, and then you don't get a good mix. So, and then you go and paint with that brush, and then it's completely off. So if you really want to get a good color, mix with a palette knife or a little spatula. That's pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. So I just washed my brushes. They're kind of wet, but excuse me. I told my husband, I'm like, is this ever going to completely go away, or is this it's how it's going to be forever? Clearing my throat. Ugh. Oh my goodness. You guys. I knew this was going to be so pretty. So I was thinking about, oh, now I don't know. I was thinking, okay, I want to distress this back a little bit and pull the color out, but I'm really loving how it looks just brushed on top. It's so pretty. I don't know. Maybe I'll just wing it. Pretty funny for me to say that because that's what I always do. What? Wing it? Me? I had a hard time winging it this past Saturday, though. I had my monthly mixed media mystery box challenge with a whole bunch of my friends. It was a Saturday event, and I watched everybody all day long, and I was last. And you guys, I don't know. I just lost. I was brain dead. I couldn't come up with something to make. I just couldn't, and that was just like so odd for me. But it did. It did. Remind us all of the lesson that it doesn't matter, right? We can have duds and we don't have to be sad about it. Happens all the time, especially in my art journal, right? We go there to explore and play, and a lot of times I hate what I do, but my brain remembers that then. Okay, this is super pretty. I don't want to waste this paint. Maybe I'll need it later. Your thrift shop is kind of lame. Yes, it's a frame. Thanks, Lindy. Is Jill here? Jill's after me tonight, you guys. Ups to daisies. My friend Jill. My girl. This has the thrift store smell to it. Especially when I'm putting that heat tool on it. But this is like cardboard in here, so. All right. I want to see how this looks right now. It's not quite bright enough. So I'm probably going to need another coat, but I think I'm going to use this instead. Or this on top. This is just called sand. A little bit lighter. It's just an acrylic. I'm about to get another cough drop. This is crazy. At least I feel better though. I was sick for 7 weeks. So I go to the gym today and get on the elliptical, and I went for an hour. And it was like a test of, humanity to stay on it for an hour. And I got off and I was like shaky. Like, yep, I've been sedentary for 7 weeks. I can tell. We can tell here. But I was just happy to be able to go. It was ridiculous. I don't want it to get too dry. We'll see. Now that I put acrylic on it, I don't know if I'm going to be able to wet distress it, but we're going to try. What time is it? 7:05. When do I have till? I have 25 minutes. This is a baby wipe, and I'm just trying to wet distress it. And I put that acrylic on. So acrylic dries hard, right? So if you're going to wet distress, like that's why I kind of stopped drying it until it was like, as dry as it could be, because I want some of this bronze to come through. And I'm rubbing kind of hard. I think a baby wipe it does shred it a little bit on these roses, but it's easier in this instance than a piece of sandpaper because you can smush it. You can smush it in the details. It's just shredding. I'll try this sandpaper on the edge here. Yeah, I knew that would be quicker. And then, you know, things that aren't this detailed, you can just take your sanding block or piece of sandpaper. And not, like I said, I could take this in there, but it would be harder. That sounds like I'm getting ready to wrap. Which I will not try. I will not do. Good golly, I'm getting another cough drop. It's ridiculous. I think this is going to be so pretty. I also have this wax that I think I'm going to have to put on. Oh my goodness. Let me wait. I'm going to wait till the end for that because that might be too bright. All right. So this is going to go on top of here. Similar to this. So now I got to figure out what I'm going to put inside of here. So I've got this piece of watercolor paper that I already cut to fit in the back. And I have some watercolors. And I have these brand new transfers. These are on my website, janebelanteart.com. And these are called Miel, I believe. I think that's the designer, Miel, but they are so cute. I don't want to stick my arm in that. Let me move this. Let me move that up. I've definitely been known to stick my arm in stuff. So it's 3 sheets. Look at the bees on here. It's so pretty. Look at the Eiffel Tower. Look, I love this whole thing so much, but I think I'm going to use her. I really like her, and I think she's going to be really pretty inside of this frame, but she's too small, and she's a transfer. Yeah, I'm going to have to lighten this frame up a little bit, I think. It's going to need some, you know what I think I'm going to use is the Paint Pixie Metallic in the white sand. But for now, I got to get to this. Let's get to this. So I was thinking that I would just get glue on my paper. I'm liking this kind of green. There's like a really bright green and yellow in there. And so I grabbed my brand new watercolors. These are also on my website. You guys, I got so many, let me say it properly. I got so many new products, so much cool stuff, all on my website. I just put it on Saturday. And so I've got these cool Paint Pixie. I love these. They're so easy to use. They're water pens. Hang on, let me close this. The dog's going to come barreling in here if I don't. This one is like out of water, though. It might be magical here. And so I love these because they just make it so fast. And I can take these watercolors with me on the go. I'm going to try not to spill this all over the place. Woo, that was pretty good. And so I'm going to take this color. It is called Serenity. And just going to kind of get that really wet. See how easy that is? I love these water pens. I don't know if they're still on sale, but you guys, these are so cool. You get 6 of them, and they all have different tips on them. Like, pretty neat. Oh, that is pretty darn good, huh? That's all I'm going to do with that. Get that dry. I told you this was a very ambitious project tonight. Very ambitious. Hi, Kareen. She looks like a young me. My hair might have been a little bit lighter than that, but that's a good observation. Ooh, that's warm. Let me wipe this up. I don't want this to get wet anymore. Okay, I gotta clean some of this up. I'm gonna stick my hand in this that can go. Hopefully the cat isn't in here. So I just put that on the floor. Yeah, and that's why I'm going to need to kind of lighten this frame up. I might need to just do white on it, but we'll see. I'm going to put, so I just put watercolor on here and dried it. The likelihood of it still being wet is high. So I'm just putting the decoupage medium on this, and I'm really just doing this because I'm live, or I would do this if I was in here like and I really wanted to get my project done right away. Otherwise you can just let it dry, but I'm about to put this transfer on and I can't risk it being wet because I'll ruin my transfer. So if I put the decoupage medium on it and dry it, it's a nice sticky tooth. I can't tell if it's just hot or if it's sticky. She's perfect for that frame. Yeah. You've never used those. You've never used the watercolors or transfers or... So she's kind of in a rectangular frame, but let's see if I pull this off. Do I even need to cut around the seam? I might not even need to do that. Nope. So I'm going to try to, I don't know, center it by eye. And I will burnish her really, really well. This is a full transfer, right? It's like a full, called a full bleed. And it's not just like one flower, it's the background, you know, her hair. Did I get on there? I wonder if that was on my stick here. And anyways, the better you burnish it before you start pulling it, the more easily it transfers. That's not going to show, but I just got some stuff on there. It must have been on my transfer stick here. She's really cute, isn't she? Oh my goodness. Got some stuff all over it. That's kind of making me mad, but that might not show, so definitely need to lighten the frame. Oh, it's so cute though. Maybe need to trim a touch. Excuse me. So annoying. I didn't measure, I just kind of eyed it up. You think she looks like me too, Lindy? So you guys, we just launched the coolest thing. So I was telling you about the Mixed Media Mystery Box last Saturday. So people were asking me, like, you know, I'd love to get a mystery box. Could I figure out how to do that? And I was like, gosh, she's cute in there. This frame needs to be lighter though. You know, I'd love to do that, but I was thinking I can't do it by myself. It's too much. I've done box or subscription boxes in the past. And they're super fun, but like they are a ton of work. Curating and packing and shipping, it's a lot. So I was like, I don't know. I just kind of let it mill around in the back of my mind. And you know how when you do that and you kind of forget about it, your mind works it out for you, right? So I thought I would ask my friends, my super great biz buds, if they would join me. And so we have 4 artists curating a mystery box for you, and we're each going to do it. So I'm starting, and so we'll each have a month. So every 4 months, you'll get one from me. You can, every 4 months, you'll get one from Lindy, from Jill, from Lisa, etc. Right? So it's going to be so cool. I actually found all of my mystery box items at that sale I was at the other day, and there are some super cool things in there. Really, really cool. So anyways, the mixed media mystery box, it's $37 a month. We only have 50. I'm starting it out and I was like, I could probably handle 50 to begin with, right? So we didn't want to go hog wild. So there's a few left. We're coming in on the end. Excuse me, that is just horrifying. Still needs a little gold look to it, doesn't it? Like a buttery yellow. Time. Oh my goodness, only have 13 minutes left. It needs a yellow. Let me grab. I think it'll be lemon crinkle. Lemon crinkle. So I'm using the Paint Pixie Magical Chalk Paints, by the way. So that link and the link to sign up for the mystery box is in the pinned comment. It needs a little yellow. Where's my... I just washed like 40 brushes before I came live. I'm like, okay, it's time to wash the brushes. I'm just touching a little white. See how it's got both? And I know that Paint Pixie Cream Puff would have been the perfect color. And I'm out. So I'm really just, there we go. That's kind of what I'm looking for. I'm trying to achieve that. You have until they sell out, or you have until February 8th, whichever comes first, to order the mystery box. It's $37. There's no contract. You can cancel whenever you want, but you're never going to want to because it's going to be so much fun. You will not believe what I got for the first box. It's so cool. I mean, there's so many cool things that I got. I actually showed. Well, Jill was with me. I didn't show Lisa yet. I should show Lisa, but I showed Lindy right when I got home. Are you gonna see what I got? Oh my goodness, so cool. So there's gonna be, and I'm probably gonna do, I'll do some handmade stuff in there too. But that's the deal too. Is like we're all artists and we all like to make stuff. So you're gonna get handmade things. So in that regard, each box might not be exactly the same as your friends, right? Because if we're making stuff, it's probably going to be a similar item, but maybe not exact, right? So that's in the pin comment. Can't wait for mystery box. How are you, Nancy? Everything I found was amazing. Oh my gosh, I was so excited. Meal means honey in French. Korean, I should have known to ask you. I should have known. Okay, now we're getting there. I really like her. So what I probably will do, that's why I kind of build as I go, because I want to get a little bit of this color in the background. Sorry if you guys can hear. I don't know if you can, but my husband is running to the grocery store. He came home with the dog. That was the first time the garage door went up. I'm just going to go ahead and use my fingers in here too. I want to just tie this together a little bit, right? They needed a little coherency. Is that a word? They needed to be a little bit more like, let's just say it like that. Coherency. I'm making up words. That might be a word. I don't think it's a word, but it might be. Can we believe I used to teach at college? I can't even think of words. You get live, and Lindy calls it live brain, and that's like, That's the truth, you guys. It is kind of funny. All right. Oh, I'm starting to really like this. So now I need a darker element, and I'm going to put it on these flowers. I didn't get enough of that color coming through. I'd like to tell you that I was going to use my Paint Pixie statuary, but I can't find it, which is embarrassing because I should be able to find it. I've totally looked through this whole studio. Would this work? This might work. Okay, so I have this on my website. This is Decor Wax by Redesign, and I have it in a whole bunch of colors. This one's actually a little bit bigger than all the other bottles. It's called Meteor Showers. I'm just squirting it onto a piece of plastic that's laying on my desk, and I'm going to use a little brush. And I probably squirted out too much. So I'm going to err on the side of caution, and then I'm going to build. So, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's so pretty. You can always go and add more, right? And you can take off, but it's not as easy. You know, I'm really trying just to get the edges. And if I go in there to try to rub it off, it's going to spread, you know. So err on the side of caution, build as you go. And I can't wait to hold this up and show you how pretty this is. I'm going to try to hit all of the details. I'm using, what am I using? Iris Pro Round from the Turquoise Iris collection. I don't know if you know much about Paint Pixie. I know a lot of you here just follow me all the time and you know this already, but Paint Pixie actually started as a brush company, and they are known for their amazing brushes, and this is part of the Turquoise Iris collection. These brushes are artist quality. They're really nice, and she's got a whole bunch of different. Can you see how pretty this is? I guess you can see it while I'm doing it too. She's got a whole bunch of different brushes. And so this is the Pro Round. I'm not a water, I shouldn't say that. I use watercolors all the time. I don't paint like imagery all that often. So I'm not using these the way in which they were intended by artists. Like this round brush makes tree limbs and, like Bob Ross, right? I don't know that. I don't use them for that. But they're amazing for mixed media. I use the Paint Pixie Turquoise Iris brushes literally every day of my life. I have so many favorites. And if you haven't checked out Paint Pixie, I am the brand ambassador and the creative director for Paint Pixie. So I might be a little biased, but I wouldn't be there if I didn't love Josie or the products. So Josie is the owner. Oh my goodness, this is just absolutely so pretty. I have some, and see, this is the problem. I squirted out way too much. That happens a lot. I have some pink too. Maybe I'll look at that for a little while, decide if I want to do it. Let's stick her in here. What do you think? I think it's kind of cute. So the last thing I wanted to do, I might need to throw on a little bit more. I have 5 minutes left. See, this was quite ambitious for 45 minutes, but I'm getting it done. I also have these brand new transfers on my website, and I think I just grabbed these out. I was thinking about putting these orchids on here, like underneath. So let's just see. So this is going to be a really, really fun book. I can't wait to get it started. if you follow my page, I like to do a lot of reels and things, so you may see some progress. See, so let's see if that's like coming out. Maybe something like that. If you if you follow my page, I love doing reels because it's just a quick visual of what I do all day long. Probably put some more, I don't know. I feel like these two things need a little bit more contrast yet, but it's really getting there. I think it's really pretty. So oh, thanks, Sherry. Isn't that so pretty? Thanks. Your frame is so pretty. Thank you so much. I paint birds. I do. Lindy says, I love the paint pixie brushes. Hi, Tony. Thank you. Hey, Shelly. I don't know if you're still here. Hopefully I didn't miss you, but thanks for being here live even. That's amazing. Shelly's my buddy from Oklahoma City. I went to the Sparkle event, and I was in the airport by myself, and I was standing in the Southwest line by myself, and she was ahead of me in line, and she saved me a seat on the airplane, and it was one of like the one with all the leg room, and it was so great just having somebody to hang out with, on the flight home. Well, it was at least halfway home, anyways. It was so awesome. She was a pink lady at the Halloween ball. That was so fun. I just put a little bit more matte medium on because I just wanted to protect the paint. So I'm going to run out of time, but that's okay. I did a lot of what I wanted to do. So I think these are going to be really pretty on here. The frame's going to cover them up a little bit, but that's okay. And then I can kind of decide. I might put my frame down like this. Let's see, so you can see like Appendix A. And then I also have a couple on this meal one, this honey one. There's a couple fun these are all transfers, but they look like old advertisements. There's tags. So I might put a couple of those on here as well. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to at least get some transfers on here, and then I'll post the picture on my page a little bit later this evening. Make sure you go and check out my friend Jill from Ups to Daisies. She is on next. So if you're in here in the Craft Around the Clock group, you can just refresh your page and she'll come right up. Otherwise, you can head over to her page. And I just really am so grateful you were here tonight. I can't wait to keep working on this book. It's so pretty so far. I'm loving it. And I will see you probably Saturday evening at 6:30 Central Time. So thanks for being here. Am I out of time? I'm out of time. All right. We'll see you soon.